got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on, set. 15, line. 15 line. Yo, go, go. Let's go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Khalil Mack, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Herbert. He lets it fly from Lockett. This is intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Check. Watch 54. Yeah. Shoot.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 24. Check 49.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That's complete to John Ross. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the gun, Bridgewater. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Check it back. Alert 3.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw, Bridgewater. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G. Joker.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
2nd and 4. It's caught. Block it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Let's go. 60 or.
Watch the screen.
Come.
Watch the screen. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. You remember me?
Hey, exit.
Let's go, baby. 55's Mike, guys. 55. Check. Mike 50.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. It's complete to Lockett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
90, Wolf.
Check.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, wahoo.
Check 24. 36.
Yep.
Mike 55. Right there.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Ready?
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Hey!
Too little, Cupcake. 55.
5.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Mike 50.
Let's go.
from the gun on third down. Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Nelson Aguilar. Incomplete.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
First down, Bridgewater. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
And again, it's Bridgewater. Going deep down. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They give him a gain of 38. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Rush in. Tighten up.
On first down, here's Breida. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
You don't see me in your nightmares, son. Go for it. Check. Switch.
Hey, watch it.
Sick guy. Big Dan, pick it up.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On first down, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Herbert. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Herbert. He sets up the screen to Jones. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
This is fielded at the 27. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now a give coming right is Breida. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Breida, he'll try the right side. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Bridgewater. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater going deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Houston. John Ross with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Prater on to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Texans 14, Titans 3.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Topper! Topper!
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Benardrick McKinney racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. 55. Look at me. Go. Now.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Ready? 15 line. Check. Block 54. All day, guys. Henry. Don't trade. SOS.
Check 52.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Bridgewater now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Go.
Get off the field. Kill.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Check 26, check 26.
Well, he's got some breathing room. And they work this out past the 25. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. 70, Indy. Switch up. Hey, Alpha.
58, right over there.
Hey.
58, right there.
You're out. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Herbert steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Herbert under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing just about on his own goal line. Returnable here from the 38. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Bridgewater on first down. He's going to rifle one deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike.
Come on. You better bring it.
Hey, lock it.
Wide, get wide.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, 58.
From the gun, Herbert. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're going to try and throw. And he's got Lockett. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try to keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Let's get it.
Here we go. 8, read. Hey, Zoo.
All day, every day, any day.
Ready?
From the gun, Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Mike 54.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Bridgewater. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jalen Smith, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
Switch. Check.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Bridgewater. Man open. It's Goodwin. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater.
You ain't doing nothing.
And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Down. 18 Gator.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. And 58 is a Mike. Go 58 is the
Rock it.
Check 13, check 13.
Go.
Play.
They go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now it's Breida. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Watch the out. Let's go.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Roquan Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Check.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Kimdichie able to record his 5th sack of the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Check tight.
Bam. Squeeze. Hey, orbit. Lead grip.
To throw again. Herbert going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Titans. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point right down the middle, and it makes the score 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw, Bridgewater shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Now Bridgewater. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
58, come on. Yeah, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right
Get
here.
it.
On 1st and 10, Herbert under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Khalil Mack, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Herbert, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Titans on 3rd down. A very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
25, check 25, check 25. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Back to throw. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 43.
On 4th down, Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jayon Brown and the Texans take over an excellent field position. Throwing here, Bridgewater. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Bridgewater. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. To the air again with Bridgewater. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Hey. No. Echo.
Bridgewater. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
58, Samai. You don't want none. You don't get it. Pick up the ball. 58, Samai. 58, Samai. It's just me and you.
Look at me. Zipper.
Go 58 Samai. Here we go. Slam.
Shoot.
On 1st down, Herbert. Forced, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. 2nd and 15. He'll find Metcalf. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Hey, look at me. Go. Yes. Hey, go.
On 3rd down, Herbert flushed out, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's get off the field, D.
Now. You're out.
Check nickel. You go tight.
Hey, Sam on. Hey, hit it.
On 4th down, Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on